Hey everyone! Today, we are diving into a fascinating topic that's been making waves in the astronomy community. SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket is about to crash into the moon, and it could be visible from Earth. Now, this might sound like a pretty out there idea, but let's break it down and explore the science behind it. First things first, why is this even possible? Well, it all comes down to the upper stage of the Falcon 9 rocket, which is expected to hit the moon's sunlit western limb near Einstein crater at an astonishing speed of over 5,400 miles per hour. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The impact could potentially throw up a plume of debris bright enough to be seen from Earth with the right equipment. That's right, we might be able to witness history in the making. But how likely is this, and what does it mean for our understanding of the moon? Well, it turns out that this is a first. No impact flash has ever been recorded on the sunlit face of the moon, and that's exactly where the Falcon 9 crash is forecast to happen. So, what's the science behind this? Well, it all comes down to the physics of the impact. The spent upper stage of the rocket is essentially an empty eggshell, and when it hits the moon's surface, it will collapse from its edges inward, throwing up a broad, low curtain of soil. Now, here's the catch: the real object is far more likely to arrive at an angle, which means the plume might be smaller and dimmer. But here's the exciting part: even if the plume is smaller, it could still be visible from Earth with the right equipment. Now, you might be thinking, how can we possibly see something so small from so far away? Well, it turns out that the plume will be about 30 to 300 times fainter than the blazing moon beside it, but that's not all. The contrast in the night sky could be a confounding factor, making it even harder to spot. But don't worry, there's a silver lining. The plume should peak about 90 seconds after impact, which is long enough for an observer to witness it. Now, here's where it gets tricky: the visibility of the plume depends on your location. If you're north of a line from Massachusetts to Texas, the moon will hang so low that you'll be peering through more than 3 times the usual thickness of atmosphere, which could wash out any signs of the plume. But if you're in the US Southeast, you've got the best odds of seeing the lunar fireworks. So, what's the big deal about this impact? Well, it's not just about witnessing history. Scientists are using this impact to glean information about the moon by slamming objects into it. In the past, they've tried to detect water on the moon, and in 2009, they even detected water ice in the plume of a spent rocket. But here's the thing: this impact is unplanned, and it's not the first time something like this has happened. In 2022, a discarded Chinese booster was mistaken for a Falcon 9 rocket on a lunar collision course. So, what does this all mean for the future of lunar exploration? Well, it turns out that NASA wants astronauts back on the moon within a few years, and they plan to build bases there. China is also racing to put humans on the lunar surface, and every lander leaves spent hardware in orbit that has the potential to come down hard. This impact is a chance to gauge just how hard and how wide the effects will spread, and it could help us prepare for a more active era of lunar exploration. But here's the thing: it's not just about the science. It's also about the potential risks for astronauts. As one scientist puts it, moon rock is very abrasive, and dust control during lunar operations is going to be one of the biggest problems faced. So, if you're an astronomy enthusiast or just someone who loves space, set an alarm for the wee hours of Wednesday and aim a good telescope at the moon's bright edge. But remember, it's not just about the science, it's also about the thrill of witnessing history in the making. So, what do you think? Are you ready to witness the Falcon 9 rocket crash into the moon? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating content.